Hi, I'm Mary Ellen. This YouTube channel is for the purpose of helping you to start and maintain a daily meditation routine. The meditation that I will be demonstrating is heart rhythm meditation. And the first step in heart rhythm meditation is posture. One thing you'll need to do is find a chair in your home or office where you can sit with your hips slightly above your knees. This is very important in meditation because you can cramp sitting in this position if you sit for long periods of time. I'm going to assume that you have found that chair or that you have pillows underneath you or something that you're sitting on that will allow you to do that. Sit forward on your chair, again with your hips slightly elevated above your knees. The first part of the posture is to notice that you have a muscle that goes from the side of your hips, outside, to the inside of your knees. I want you to contract that muscle. Now, you may not have enough control right now to contract that muscle all by itself, but imagine that you're doing that anyway. And as you do that, your fanny will stick out a little bit. So that's fine. That's body mechanics. That's what happens. What we're going to do next to balance that is we're going to take the belly button and we're going to pull it straight upward. Not inward, but upward. Then I'm going to ask you to curl over. I'm going to go sideways so you can see it better. I'm going to ask you to curl over like this. And then lead with your shoulders. And bring your shoulders up, back, and down. You should be sitting very erect at this point. And this position is a yoga position, actually. It puts you right above the cradle of your hip bones, which is where we want our weight to be centered. Our weight should always be carried by our hip bones. The muscles of the back and abdomen are the ones that hold us erect, but the weight of the body should be above the hips. So the shoulders should be above the hips. You should be able to see that line if you were looking at yourself from the side. Your knees should be at a 90-degree angle or a little bit larger because of the fact that your hips are a little bit higher than your knees. And this is the posture with your hands on your thighs. This is a royal posture. Think about that statue in Egypt of the Pharaoh sitting in exactly this position. The reason we sit in a royal posture for heart rhythm meditation is because our goal is to get control over our mind and control over our body and control over our life. So ultimately, if you continue to do these meditations with me on a daily basis, that will be what you're working toward. We like to say that we should have more control over our environment than our environment has over us. These are lofty goals. It's not easy to control your mind, your body, and your life. And it's a process. It's not something that happens overnight. So the heart rhythm meditation focuses on the heart. But the first step in this meditation is to be sure you have this posture comfortably. If you're unable to sit in this posture because you have back pains or other kinds of pains, then sit back in your chair and place a pillow right at the small of your back to support it. And in that way, you'll be sitting erect with the correct curvature in your spine. If that doesn't work and you have really severe back problems, you can lie on the floor in this beginning of this process with your feet flat on the floor. Lie on your back with your feet flat on the floor with your knees bent so that, again, the back is comfortable and straight. I did that when I first started this meditation years ago because I was about to have surgery when I started on my back. So we're not perfectionistic here, but the posture helps greatly. Not only does it avoid cramps in the hips where you can get them if you sit too long like this, it also keeps all the energy centers flowing freely. If you notice, there are no kinks, no knots, no stoppages. And that's a very important part of this, because what we want is for our energy to flow freely. Breath is energy, is life, and all ought to flow freely. So I'm going to leave you today with the posture and ask you to find a chair in your home that you can do this on comfortably, and then to join us tomorrow for the next part of our meditation training, which will be the breathing. Thank you.